not to the interest of the public. So it should be a proper public participation.
Thank you. That's okay. Public participation, not to be a mockery, should be serious, factor the interest of the public. Yes, yes.
We have two classes. We have the political class, then we have the religious sect. But my point is, during election and asking that before, this is what we agreed, but now what we are doing is contrary to this. It is only through that when the church can now have a voice that can be heard, not from a particular religion, but under Ncck.
Actually, on that charter, the service charter, for instance, for Kisumu.
As people of Kisumu, we are the receptor of the fringes of challenges. Amira will walk into Kisumu believing that there are opportunities in Kisumu. Youths from Kisii, the same. Youths from Sia, those problems. And when they come here, they put pressure on the infrastructure that we have. There must be pressure because for Kisii.
Podia, the chair of the Nyanza region, Ncck, and also Bishop Obondo. We came here as an interfaith community just to interrogate the progress in terms of growth in our countries, respective countries, and also to look into how the national government has performed to date and to find a way forward of how we can be able to move on as a people. Our main focus is to bring certain aspects of concerns that has affected this nation as well as this community. One is in the area of economic growth. Another one is the area of social cohesion. And another one is in the area of governance. First, if I would start with the area of national government policies on economic growth. We have discussed and we have interrogated the entire process, and what has come out clear is that we have gone several miles behind from where we were. Today, anyone earning less than 10,000 shillings is like someone who is not earning anything at all. Gone are the days when people could afford even to employ a house help, because now you cannot afford. Gone are the days when we could afford at least even 2 meals a day. Today, even those who are working, they can't afford even their lunch. They take something small in the morning until evening. So 1 day a meal is what we can now be able to afford, but afford it also painfully. So we are looking at the entire aspect of our national governance and the policies of this government. And our main concern is the high level of taxation. This is serious. This has become immoral because you cannot tax people beyond their limit. And it appears that even whatever we say is not reaching out to the government. They're so determined to tax almost everything we have. We cannot grow. When our main theme that we shared this morning is about growth, factors which affect growth, derived from Mark chapter 4, the parable of the sower. The sower had planted seeds, some fell on wrong soils, some fell on rock. So there are so many things. Our hopes have fallen on rocks, on wayside, and cannot grow because we don't have adequate facilities, adequate resources, adequate willpower that can be able to empower people for growth. If you deny people their economic power for self-growth, you deny them also the potential to support themselves and to support others. This is a critical thing that this group has come up with, that taxation, whatever the case, government must go back. The Bible, even Jesus Christ, talked about taxation. During the time of Jesus, people were fed up with taxation. They were fed up with government policy of taxing them. Then they went to Jesus and asked, do we still have to continue paying to Caesar money all the time? Jesus said, pay Caesar only what belongs to Caesar. But he did not say, pay to Caesar what belongs to you. Only what belongs to Caesar. But what we are seeing is that Caesar is demanding also what belongs to us.
Yes.
May I tell you for free, government is the worst beggar with power on earth. Government does not have money. It is we who have money. And those people who are making policies, who are imposing some of these policies, they are not feeling the pain ordinary Kenyans are feeling. Simply because whenever you see them driving, those fleet of vehicles are fueled by taxpayers' money. They don't pay anything from their pocket. When you see them hosting guests, even in their places of residence, the money spent is not from their pocket. So these people are not feeling the pain. But as for me, if you come to my place, if I host you, it's from my pocket. There is a big difference. They cannot feel it because they are not feeling it. But as for us, we are feeling it because we are feeling it. It's our problem. May I tell you, alternative is not overtaxation. Shrewd management of the little that Kenyans are able to give willingly, which they are able to afford to give willingly, manage that. On Sunday, I've invited most of them. We are going to open in Bondo, my diocese, one of the ultra-modern buildings in Western Kenya. If you look at that building, you'll say, if it were to be built by government, we will be talking of 1 billion and above. I want to surprise them, to tell them the cost of that building. Shrewd management of resources, sealing the loopholes of corruption. May I tell you for free, we are yet to see a big person locked in jail because of corruption. We are yet to see. All these years, I'm not blaming Kenya Kwanza. All the previous governments, I'm yet to see anyone who has been taken to jail for corruption. But all mega corruption cases had just been collapsing, year in, year out, year in, year out. We had the golden bag. This generation is not even aware that there was a corruption scandal called golden bag, because it's something that fizzled out. We had Anglo leasing. Just the other day, I'm hearing that it's just like it has collapsed. So many of these, they come and they collapse. Why? Unless some big fish are slaughtered in the altar of justice, however much they collect as revenues, it will still go to the same pockets of these people. You can't trust Aina with your sheep and say that Aina has changed, is a good man. No, I'm telling you, Aina will come for you, telling you, I've finished the other one. You are the only one. Don't tell us that corruption is in the judiciary. The government has the machinery to know who are corrupt. Government has agencies for investigation. We have EACC, headed by a bishop like me. We have the DCI. We have national intelligence. We have so many, the best you can find in Africa. They are here in Kenya, well trained. Don't even tell us that we are going to do it. We just want to see action. We just want to see rain is coming. There are some rains that just come. And then you say, how comes I did not see the sign of rains coming? Have you ever noticed that? I've never seen the sign of rain coming. That's the action we want to see. It has the machinery. If there are some judges who are corrupt, the government has the machinery. They know. They know where to hit. We'll only hear or read in the media, get to know in the media, Judge so-and-so has been arrested. You don't even have to tell us that we are going to arrest them. Because of ABCD. And there is evidence for that matter. But all these things, I would borrow the words of Chief Justice Comey, hot air. To me, I would say all arms of the government, they need to understand the concept of justice. And talking is not evil. Talking brings some understanding. Talking helps people to air out any elements of suspicion. But it must be genuine, it must be public, it should not be talking in a small room that no one knows what has been shared and what has not been shared. But I believe that all arms of government, if they are to deliver, because we have three areas that are critical. First, we have the executive, which is like the center of everything, controlling all our resources. We have the judiciary, controlling all concept of justice and knowing and have to ensure that there is justice in the land, and anyone who is aggrieved would get justice once it appears. And then there is the legislature, parliament. They are coming together. Should be for the common good. It should be for the best interest of all of us. But it's not for intimidation. That you are intimidating this and you are intimidating that so that you speak one language. May I tell you, the very day that all arms will be on one bed, will be the collapse of this country. They must see each other suspiciously. That's when things can work. This one, I'm not economical with the truth. I want to speak the truth. The very moment judiciary, executive, and legislature will be laughing together, you see them laughing, walking together, that will be the collapse of the country. They must always be seeing each other suspiciously. One is just suspicious of the other. That's when things can work.
Ni Mohamed Juma Kamsur, chairman ya Ncck Nyanza. Kwa hakika maneno yote ambayo inatusumbua na inasumbua raia wa nchi hii, ndugu yangu ameelezea. Machache tu ni kwamba kwa hakika ukienda kila pahali katika nchi hii, kilio ndio utapata. Kilio ya kila aina kutoka juu mpaka chini. Na zaidi yale ambayo mimi ningeweza kuongezea katika maneno ambayo ndugu yangu amesema ni kwa upande ya shule. Hivi sasa serikali inatuambia maneno ya 100% kuingiza watoto. Na ili hali wengi wa watoto ambao wako nje saa hizi ni wale ambao hawajiwezi. Je, hawa watoto watakuja kuwachukua kutoka majumbani, wawape uniform, wakawalipie kila kitu? Hiyo haiwezekani. Hatuwezi kuwa na serikali ya kubahatisha. Ni lazima tuwe na serikali ya uhakika. Serikali ya kubahatisha haiwezi kutufikisha popote.